But let's bring in TSN Montreal's John Liu, whom you just heard is the best dressed man on Canadian television. How you doing, John?
Thanks, guys. And it's like a really tough act to follow in Barney. And you know what? I'm getting feedback on my microphone, so I'm just going to go straight off the computer if that's okay with it.
Do whatever you need to do. Yeah. That's. You said he's going to turn off his computer?
Yeah, that was the nice compliment that Barney paid me, but here I am sitting in my garage in a long sleeve T-shirt, so I can't really live up to that. That's those kudos that he threw my way. But hey, we are in isolation in a pandemic, so comfort's important when you're working.
No, hey, I do have a subsequent question. How's the audio on this, Clark? It's not coming through great in my earphone. How is it going out to the viewers? Oh, so one more question, Clark says. We'll go a little longer. John, this is the longest I've ever seen your hair.
Yeah, it's kind of, I would say, college length. I was supposed to go for a cut in March, I think a couple of days before the NHL pause. And so obviously that didn't happen. And here in Quebec, things are really on hold for probably longer than most other parts of the country will be. The premier is talking about May 25th for some businesses and schools to reopen. So could be another couple of weeks before I have a chance of getting a cut. So yeah, I'm sort of approaching college and even high school levels here. So length rather. So if I'm on again before the end of May, it'll be even longer, Rod.
You know what? You look very youthful.
Yeah.
He looks younger, though. But I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying it's long. And by the way, Nelson Hackowicz, one of our viewers, says even casual John Liu is the best dressed broadcaster. So you got a lot of fans out here in Western Canada, John. So how have you kept busy, by the way, for the last 2 months? Because TSN's kind of shut the doors for the most part. What's it been like for you?
Yeah, it's been difficult. We've been trying to chase down interviews for various subjects and trying to tell stories of athletes who are good, inspiring stories, and for various reasons, it's been met with varied success. Some people are very humble about what they're doing, like, for instance, Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, who's a registered physician, and Joanie Rochette, the Olympic champion, who's also a doctor, and they've been working in nursing homes here in Quebec, where the largest segment of the population has been affected in terms of cases and unfortunately deaths. But the very humble individuals that they are have been hesitant to do widespread media. I think largely because they want to focus on their jobs, their professions, and helping their communities, the people who are the ones that were most heavily affected. And so it's very admirable, but it would be nice to share their stories. There may come a time where the situation improves here in fact that they will be hesitant to speak, but that's just a couple of examples. We've been doing pretty much all our work by Skype, and so it's a different format of technology that we're getting used to, and so it's been a little bit of an adjustment talking with colleagues or athletes via Skype and bringing you into our homes. This is my kitchen behind me as we speak. I don't have the nice backdrop of some of our insiders. They have their nice studies and man caves where they've got beautiful backgrounds, but here I'm just in the kitchen for the time being to sort of come up with something a little bit different. Maybe if we get some of the materials together to improve my backdrop. But yeah, so it's very different from what we're accustomed to, but it's a challenge, but everybody's in the same boat. We're all in this together, and everybody's having to adjust on a personal and professional level.
I think it looks just fine. Real is where it's out. We're all about authenticity here, by the way, or at least we certainly try to be. But your story about, if I got the name right, Luc Duvernay-Tardif,
yeah,
of the Chiefs, the defensive tackle, the Canadian defensive tackle, just wins a Super Bowl, and now he's on the front lines. Maybe if you don't mind, can you tell our viewers about that in case they missed it? Because it's a mind-blowing story. First of its kind, probably.
Yeah, I believe so. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, actually, he grew up in the community where I live I won't say suburban Montreal. It's about 20 kilometers southeast of Montreal. But his family owns a bakery here, a very good bakery, I might add. And so he's been a lifer in this part of the the community, and he's went to medical school at McGill, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
and was a very high caliber offensive lineman, actually. And so the fact that he made the NFL out of a Canadian school, that in and of itself was impressive enough, because the number of Canadian players in the NFL is pretty short list. But Laurent, being a stalwart on that offensive line, he got a really good long-term contract, and we all saw what happened this past February, or the playoff run that started in December and through into February. But being protected for Patrick Mahomes and being a Super Bowl champion, so just tremendous. But in addition to the fact that he graduated from medical school this year as well, so talk about stars aligning. And so he, for the off season until the pandemic hit, was going to probably take it a little bit easy here. But having said that, with the NFL being just one of all sports leagues on hold, Laurent threw in his hat to serve his community, and so he is working in a long-term care home. I'm not sure exactly where. I believe it's in South Shore, the same region close to where he lives. But he's basically in there taking care of residents. As I mentioned earlier, old folks' homes are the hardest hit segments of Quebec society, and the numbers are just staggering. I don't know the exact proportions, but if we were to look at Quebec as a whole, the number of confirmed cases and sadly the number of deaths, they form at least 50%, if not the greater majority of all cases within the province. And so what Laurent and Duvernay-Tardif is doing is incredibly altruistic, but it just shows what kind of an individual he is. He's so dedicated to his craft as an athlete, but as a physician, he truly lives the Hippocratic oath to basically give comfort and to commit his life to healing. And he's put himself in harm's way. There are a lot of frontline workers in long-term care facilities who have come down with the virus. Sadly, some have died. And so Duvernay-Tardif, he's risking his life for his community.
John, last question I have for you. A lot of our viewers, of course, writing in regarding your role as the sideline reporter at those games in Montreal. Who knows if we're going to be close to a Save Our CFL campaign? I'm kind of feeling that we are. Ottawa will determine that. But from a CFL perspective, and I got all these league people reaching out saying, keep doing with the show. It's so positive what you're doing. So let's say this. What do you love about the CFL in your role? What do you love the most about being right in the line of fire there on the sidelines at McGill?
Just feeling the buzz at field level. For any fans who have the opportunity to watch a live sporting event, any sport, but I mean football, because it's so intense, it's so physical, and it's so fast. Being able to watch the game from the sidelines and try to process and observe what's going on that becomes relevant to viewers by moment to moment, while watching from that particular viewpoint it's a rush. It's a lot of fun, and especially if the play comes to the sidelines, the advertising collapsible is the barrier between the field and myself. You have a receiver that's running out of bounds, and the defenders are converging on him, and they tackle him, run him out of bounds. It's that barrier, and that thing collapses right in front of me. It's nice reality TV, let's put it that way. And then sometimes the ball gets overthrown and comes your way, and it's like, okay, well, you try to catch this, let it go. If you're Matthew, try to catch everything. But it's being put in that particular point, being able to the game and be part of the broadcast. A lot of fun.
It is, and the fans love it. John, I appreciate the time. Hopefully we can do it again. I appreciate everything about you. You're cool, man, but you know that. Right. Stay safe out there, and hope to see you soon.
Stay safe, all of you, too. Thank you so much.
John Liu joining us from Montreal. He's got a lot of fans.
Oh, yeah.
What can I say? Not his barber.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.